Hi everybody, how are you all doing? Thanks for coming back to my channel. I hope that you've been enjoying what you've been seeing. Today I'm going to give you my honest personal review on 13 Reasons Why. So this show has been a huge hit and it's been very controversial over social media and in certain groups that I have been seeing. Honestly, I didn't even know what this show was about a couple weeks ago. I have had a few friends watch it. I've seen a few people on my Facebook that have had opinions about either just the show in general or after they've watched it, or that they're not going to watch it and their reasons why. So of course, I'm one of those people that you could say curiosity killed the cat. I'm very curious, and when someone tells me not to do something, I shouldn't do something, or they aren't going to do it, it makes me more curious. I'm like, well, why? Why shouldn't I? Why aren't you? And if you've already watched the show, then you know why there are so many different opinions about this show. But one thing, I've just been seeing a lot of articles on Facebook and the reasons why you shouldn't watch the show, or the issues that are presented in the show, and why it can definitely be detrimental to somebody who might be going through something very similar. This past week, I decided, you know what, why not? I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. A good friend of mine, she watched it, gave me her review on it, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Over the last 4 days, I have watched this show, and let me tell you right now, it sucks you in. It 100% sucks you in. You can't wait to get to the next episode. You have to know what's on the next tape and what's gonna happen next. Like, it's just, there were nights that I didn't go to bed until almost midnight, which is not normal for me, because I just could not stop watching this show. Bottom line though, it shouldn't have even been a show. Honestly, it should not have been a show. I don't feel that there was anything good that could come out of this show. I realized what the whole premise of this show was, and that it was based off a book, and you know that somebody obviously knew they would get a ton of publicity from this, which they have. I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of people, maybe even millions, that have watched this show. But in my opinion, I feel that it did no good. It made me feel that if my life, in my eyes, is so bad, then I might as well just end it. You know, like, I can find every excuse in the book that I should just end my life. Screw my parents, screw my friends, I'm just gonna end my life, because in my world, everything is horrible. And there was no light at the end of the tunnel. Especially for teens that are going through these issues right now, there was no light at the end of the tunnel for these kids to go, you know, I can get through it. I know that someone is there to help me. Instead, it just gave people an out, in my opinion. You can look up on Google how to commit suicide. You can buy a suicide kit. You don't need a show to show you that. But at the same time, how many people have never actually looked up on Google how to commit suicide, how to slit your wrists? I know I haven't, but I do know how to do it now, because it very clearly laid the path for you. There was no using your imagination. They showed you exactly how to slit your wrists and die. I realize suicide is very serious and it is very normal, especially in teens. And I understand that we need to have more awareness. And I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this and you are having suicidal thoughts, or you feel alone and there's nobody there, you're not alone. There is someone there. Reach out to them. There is someone there that loves you and cares about you so much that they don't want to lose you, don't want you to hurt yourself. Reach out to someone. On the flip side of this, I have never been in a situation where I felt that my life was not worth living. I've come close. When I lost my entire life at the age of 19, I felt there was no reason for me to live. My life was now completely destroyed. Why should I live? But for me, I had hope. I had faith. I had family and friends that loved and cared about me and supported me and encouraged me. And most of all, I had God, who helped me through those horrible times to get to the point where I am today. And I realize not everybody has that. And I don't know what it's like to be in such a depressed, lonely, dark state that you feel that you have no out. And I think that that's the one side of the show that it did open my eyes to, that we truly don't know what people are dealing with and going through. We don't. Bottom line, you still make your choices. You still make your decisions. So my personal opinion and review on the show is it shouldn't even been a show. It shouldn't. Yes, I watched it, wasted however many hours of my life watching the show, but I feel that it opened my eyes in areas that I didn't really even consider. I just feel that this show really, there's no good that I feel can come out of this show. I feel that it's just more, it's very depressing. It's a very depressing show. And if you're out there and you haven't watched it yet and you're very curious now, you know, watch it if you feel that you need to. But I'm telling you right now, you don't need to waste your time on it. Like, it's not, because I'm telling you, you're gonna get sucked in. As I told you at the beginning of this video, I seriously got so sucked in, I couldn't stop watching it. So if you're one of those people that binge watches, I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen with this show, and you're just not gonna wanna stop watching it. But that's my review on the show. Obviously, this wasn't like a normal video for me. I don't normally do like downer videos. And this is more of a serious video. I feel that this is a show that is definitely impacting people in more of a negative way than it will be a positive way. But again, just my personal review. You can take it or leave it, do with what you want. Anyway guys, if you haven't watched 13 Reasons Why and you are curious, go ahead, go watch it. If you're not very curious, then just pass it. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to open this up to comments about all of the things I just talked about, so please leave them down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I post videos every Thursday, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye guys!